go. I do believe we are live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. I was also spamming hearts and laughy faces. Also spamming hearts and lovey faces back at you as well. Yeah, the emoji button is back. Seems you like it's so trippy that that is exactly what we're going to start off stream today with because I want to talk about manifestation, Shan. And I feel like in a weird way, this is some form of manifestation, right? You mentioned that we're kind of like distressed. The fact that that emoji button is gone. You've been like just actually like typing massive swaths of hearts out to spam hearts at the end of stream, nonetheless. And then here it is back again. Today's stream is going to be about manifestation, as you might have read from the title. Specifically, what I believe is the truth of manifestation, right? Some people might believe or see manifestation as like, I'm gonna really wish hard enough, I'm gonna think about it hard enough, I'm going to see it in my mind's eye hard enough, and then eventually it will just happen. Even though I do that too, I don't believe that's how you get there necessarily. I believe that there is so many things that kind of bleed into manifestation. Intention is a big one, right? What are you intending for your life? The work you put in, effort, no effort is ever wasted kind of vibe. The people you talk to. I believe a massive part of manifestation is actually just the spoken word. The fact that you can say things to another person and in doing so, manifest something in your life, right? So we're going to talk about that. Maybe you friends can share some of your manifestation stories with me. It's so nice to have you here. Manifestation is real. Yeah, yeah. Good day, Shannerson, Joy, and Melton. All love to you. Beloved Jovan. Nice to have you here. Of course, Joy and Shan. We have Lisa here too. Namaste to you, dear friend. I'm ridiculously happy about the emoji button. Yeah, manifest. I'm gonna go and get myself that plank, that one there, so I can have some extra back support because I'm already feeling it. Need to get a little bit edged up. Come, plank. I need your help. I'm going to manifest some more back support for myself. Yes. Yes, watch. Boom. Suddenly, now, back support has been manifested. Skadoosh. That feels better already. Now I get to not suffer. It blocked messages though. Guess there was a lot of complaints if they wrote back the heart. It blocks messages though. It's true. I can accept it. I can accept this. Right. I feel like it's a thing. I still can't see it. That's the thing that I'm really curious about, right? The fact that they wrote it back, but the creator still can't see the hearts. Maybe it was distracting for some creators, just seeing little hearts. But I would like to. Anyway, back support. Melo's getting old too. No, I'm just mindful. I'm just being mindful, Joy Aviv, right? Mindful of my back so I don't get old or whatever. So they saw some complaints and chose to ignore others. Yeah, yeah. So like if you're into internet drama, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I don't see this. Let me bring back the emoji button on live streams. That's gonna shut them up. That's my gripe too, Joy. But I'm glad that it's back. Yeah. Like at this point in the stream comment section, I don't see any interference, right? And if it's only interferes if there's long messages as well. So love is true either way. I could scroll chat, so I could see behind the button. I did the exact same thing actually, Shan, where I have to like just shimmy it a little bit back and forth, and then I can see it. Okay, let me read something worth saying. We have our friends sending each other's love-ins. Makes me happy to see this. Yeah, I wanna share with you, friends, why I am feeling particularly manifesty today. Remember how I was, talking about starting a business with John, and how as this business we want to do the visual side of festivals, and thinking about the timeline, how long it's going to take us to actually get into a place where we can do that. seems the universe has less patience than we do. So I have a gig, 9th of March. I have a gig that I'm going to go and work at, display psychedelic fractals to people that can most appreciate it. So I'm pretty stoked. It feels like so many things are coming together. The amount of connections that John has made through words, through speaking to people, getting people hyped for what we want to do. I'm going to create a bunch of moving fractals, and he's going to send one of the potential clients that we're going to have. He does work, he does collaborations with other artists. He wants to, through these collaborations, get into advertising. I've been thinking about getting into advertising as well. So it just feels like there's so many things manifesting right now, and it's beautiful, right? Sure, it maybe took a while. It's probably going to take a while longer for it to be as big as I want it to be, but it is happening slowly but surely. I'm looking forward to seeing how this journey that we're on continues evolving. I'll take you friends with me. Yay, gig. That's so exciting, Mel. Yeah, I'm like kind of overwhelmed with excitement. It's in 5 months, 9th of March. So it's a big deal, right? Like it's like you cannot not do it kind of vibe. Like we have the job. Now we have to show up and do it well, right? Because you don't want to, the first job that somebody gives you, do a poor job and then ruin your name in the industry. There's only 2 people at this point in the entire South Africa that's going to be doing the work that we'll be doing. And we want to be the third company in South Africa that's going to be doing that work. So there's a big market for us to actually do that. The reason there was no 3D mapping at the previous festival I went to, Earth Dance, is because the other people were busy. All of their employees were busy working in other places. So there is a gap in the market for us to actually fill. So we'll manifest. It needs to be manifested. We have Duck Dad here too now. Bless. I see Sam's name as well. Lisa, what up? Yeah, yeah. Congratulations, Melt. What's holding you back from a full commitment? Money? Yeah. That is the large part, right? Like you so much money, Lisa. Like fortunately, we are getting we're getting to enter the market slowly. We're going to be doing the technical part of the job first, as in the you need to be pressing buttons on a computer job, right? Instead of the full build the stages, make the designs. Even though I can do that, I just don't know how to do that, right? Kind of vibe. But this is the first step, So slowly but surely, and I've shared this with you friends. I hope that by next year, this time, things are drastically different for me financially, at the very least, by doing this work. This is Rosie. Hi, Mel. Hey, Rosie. Rosie shared her work of art with us today, where at first glance, it is a folded piece of paper with a watermelon on it. And then when she opens it, the watermelon goes split, and there's a little kitty staring out of the watermelon at you. It's super cute. Thank you, Rosie, again for sharing that with me. I'm going to be able to share my art with people as well very soon, Rosie. And I'm super stoked about that. So feels like there's a bunch of stuff manifesting right now. What do you think about manifestation, Rosie? Maybe I should ask you that question. Today's stream topic. There is John. Hey, John. I was just talking about you, John, right? Talking about what we're doing, talking about manifestation. John has been missioning, connecting with people, making things happen in the background, and he's a superstar. Chat in chat, type John, you are a superstar. Go do it. Type John, superstar. Even your hair is excited. Your curls are extra bouncy today. Yeah, yeah. I did wash my hair again today, so it's like a dwunk. Dwunk. Thank you, Joy, for the compliments. I'm super stoked. It's been a long time coming. It's been a dream. It's been a dream since I started making my flowers to do this stuff. And like I thought I was gonna have to do it alone, right? That's usually where my mind goes, where I'm like, oh yeah, me against the world. I'll do this shit myself. And then John, metaphorically kicked down the door of my ideas, and he accelerated the timeline of me wanting to do these things because this is the way I thought it was gonna go. I was gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna spend the next 2 decades, right, 20 years making art and slowly building myself an audience, and then with my audience and with a massive catalog of art, then I'm going to have the capital to start doing my own thing, like festival decor and like hosting my own festivals. And I was like, yeah, I'm okay with waiting 20 years. And then John was like, how about next year? How about next year? How about not 20 years? How about next year, dude? Literally, John, think about this, bro. Since me and you met, it's gonna be less than a year from meeting one another to actually having a gig, bro. That's some crazy level manifestation, dude. That's some power, bro. That's straight up melting my brain a little bit right now. So, Flip and Excited Melt, that's 2 days before my birthday. Get to share some of that work with you as well, actually, Shan. What's holding back? Love is true, even your hair. What's going on? Duck Dad, love to you. It's nice having you here. I've got a manifestation good vibe story that I'll type. Bear with me. I'm here for it, Duck Dad. Please do share with us. How much do you need? Lisa, that's a little bit of a loaded question. Technically, technically not that much, right? Like the big thing is that we're going to need capital, right? We're going to have money in order to know that we can do things. Like a vehicle is probably going to be an important step in the journey. We are trying to manifest that as well. So I don't want you friends to worry about that. But it's like there's a bunch of different wheels turning in different places, right? And money is like grease for those wheels. Does this analogy make sense? I hope so. So things will happen, things will manifest, even if it takes us a little bit longer. But now we have like a set date, right? We can fortunately have other people, help us, take us there. We know that it's happening now, right? So that part of the manifestation is done. Now all of the minor manifestations will slowly happen through words, right? We'll specky, and then things will happen in the outside world as well. Last night, I told Duckling that on Sunday she would get to see her very first concert, and it would be a trip to downtown Chicago. I have never seen such a reaction out of her. She started running around in circles, doing happy zoomies and yelling, I can't believe this is real life. I can get to go to a concert just like that. Dude. Like I just reading your comment about this fractal, bro, it's like exciting me. She then went back and forth between hugging and kissing me and talking about how she wanted to make me 184 mint chocolate chip sundaes with a cherry on top. She was so jazzed, and taking her to her first concert has been such a big deal for me. I didn't think she would be as excited as I was. I have manifested a bond between us. Bro, love is true, man. Cuckoo Kangaroo Shan. They're like punk dudes who started making simple, funny dance music videos for kids. I genuinely dig it. And I'll throw a couple of bangers in chat under music, please. So many fractals of manifestation happening right now. The fact that your little one is going to be so stoked, for that experience with you as well, dude. What a blessing. John, Melt was just telling us about your guys' gig in March. Yeah. Send him love. John, so flipping excited for you guys. You superstar. Jammy John is a superstar. Yeah. Love him. Oh, that's so awesome, Doc. Love is true. Who are you seeing? The Cuckoo Kangaroos. What a cool name as well. That will last for hundreds and hundreds of shows to come. Absolutely. Do they make earplugs for children? I think earplugs can like squish down, right, and then fill the void. So I believe they should be work for children as well. Hey Zano, blessings to you. It's nice having you here. Lovely. Joy, don't worry. We have full hearing protection for Duckling. We have since she was 18 months old. Good. Let's put it like this: the more capital we have, the more exponential we can grow. Yeah, exactly. All right. The gears can spin faster if they are properly lubricated. I've never heard of them, Duck. I defs wanna hear this. Thank you. Can't wait to hear. Love is true. Luke is here too. Mr. Mercarbastic. It's nice having you. You can run an online fundraiser for it, John/Mel, to make it official. The thing for me is, We don't have the traction just yet, Joy, to do fundraisers, unfortunately, right? Like, and I, again, maybe that's my limiting beliefs or whatever, but yeah, uh, slowly but surely, I guess, right? I feel like a lot still has to happen before we're at that point. I just feel like this is one of the best dad moments I've ever had. She's becoming her own person, and getting to see a real excitement makes me feel great. You allow for that, brother Bear, right? Like you manifested that response from the universe, technically. So honor yourself as well for the excitement that you bring into this world. I went to my first concert with my dad. Unfortunately, he forced me to wait until he had time. So I was 18 by the time he could take me. Seems like Melanie is doing a speed run, in comparison. Zana, like she's 6 right now. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, Duck Dad. I forget my own age sometimes, bro. Never mind other people's ages. I had this feeling today, taking a shower, where at Earth Dance, Luke's wife. I don't know if she's his wife. The girl he has his little baby with, right? I don't know if it works like that, right? If they're that traditional or whatever. Not the point. But I meet her again and say hi, and she goes, "I don't remember you," or something like that. And I go, "It's fine. You can call me Mel." Like basically reintroducing myself. And then I was like thinking to myself, I don't even remember that version of myself, and I've been living with me this whole time, right? So it's kind of appropriate that other people forget that version of me, slowly but surely. Sweet, thank you, Doug. I'll listen after stream. Love is true. Let me read something worth saying. See if I can add to this hyped energy of manifestation. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. I love this thing we're saying so much, and I've repeated it to so many people. So many people. Commitment is nothing more than the deliberate decision that something will be so. Right? Yeah, that's commitment. When you commit to something, you're making a deliberate decision that something will be so. Right? I will share my art with the world. It will be so. I've made that commitment. Now we just have to figure out the technicalities of it, right? So that's what manifestation is to me. It's using your words to connect with people, using those connections to make things come into reality. Collaboration, right? Working with other people. I feel like, again, honoring John. Without him, this manifestation that I've been trying to bring into this world would have taken significantly longer. And because of his help, it has become rapidly streamlined. No, what's the exact word that I'm looking for? Accelerated, I guess. My kiddo got to meet the New Mexico United soccer team and get their signatures. Him and his team were so excited. It's the little memories that make life great. Absolutely, Luke. I didn't even know you had a kid, dude. Blessed to you and the little one as well. Being able to have moments like that. Unfortunately, I don't have memories like that of my dad. So I get it. That I was like resonating a lot with Zano, but I didn't want to be like, I didn't have stuff like that with my dad either. He's 9. Bless. Look. Yeah. Like my dad didn't really take me to sporting events, didn't really take me to music festivals or concerts. The most special moments, or the moments I can remember because that's what I got, is just going to watch movies, right? Going to the movies with my dad. My dad had time for that, but that would be like a 2-hour commitment kind of vibe. My dad is a hard worker. He has taken care of me my whole life. Love to you, Dad. Thank you for being a good dad. Zano shared her cute spider art in Discord General. I'll have to go check it out. That's so cool, Luke. And you're absolutely right. It's the little things that make the best memories. Exactly. That makes life so worth living. For me, it's just going to the movies with my dad, right? So even though it is small in comparison to a music festival or a concert, it's still significant enough for me to be special. Let's see if Discord's gonna work along. Please work with me, Discord, not against me. Discord General. Yay! My photos are working. Nice. I'm seeing handbells. Oh! This is not what I expected. I thought they were gonna be drawn pictures. Look at them spotters. Little pipe cleaner and did you say poop bags? Did you say poop bags? Poop bag spiders. Poop bag spiders are awesome. Yes, they are. I want to see the photo that there's Melanie and Duck Dad riding the trash can cows, turning oil drums into cows and getting towed. God bless America. God bless America indeed. Meltmore family map. Thank you, Joy Beef and Kristen. Yeah, I get to see all of these fractals now again. Love you too, Kristen. Duck Dad sending love and stew. Melanie and her. Whoa! Black squirrel. This guy would sure pull a knife on you for a bag of chips. Yeah, let's leave it. I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Yeah, see, the second squirrel I see, like I feel like this is a scarier squirrel. That squirrel looks like he will, come for your wife and kids as well after stealing your bag of chips. No, 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 no. Louisiana with her beloved child. That's so cute, actually. This is the photo that she told us about the chef's hats. How cute is that? So freaking blessed. And this is the pants that Kristen had made with one of my flowers. How sick is that? Psychedelic pants. I won't lie. I'm not jealous. I'm happy for you, Kristen. But I also want a pair. I also want some now. So much love. Thank you, Joy V, for letting me connect with that fractal. Thank you, Discord, for working. It's very nice of you. Your service. Mm. Let me see if my comments aren't loading. Yeah, there we go. Doop 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 doo. Yeah, it was our first Halloween exercise. Doggy poo bags. They're adorable. They really are. Happy stories making me smile. Good morning to you all. Hey, brother Joe Schmo. You have a story of manifestation for us? We're talking about manifestation today, and it seems there's a bunch of things becoming manifest in our lives right now. So it's a blessing. John, my first big gig, I attempted to guitar with no previous practice in front of 300 and knocked myself damn near unconscious when it hit me. Didn't stop playing. You're going to crush it, dude. Rika Bastic is dope. Did I miss John's comment? Potential for growth. That one I did see. Yeah, John is like literally performed on stage as well, singing and stuff. So I feel like he's like in the element, when he performs like that. The best part of waking up is friends. We love you, Shell. It's nice seeing your name here with us. Zano, I never saw a show with my parents. They never showed interest. Yeah. I don't know if my dad, we've been to Afrikaans is groot, I think like 2 times, which is like a type of show, but it's like a seated show. And it's like a performance of Afrikaans music. Like all of the big Afrikaans artists come together and like put a show on. Not exactly my vibe, right? Like I don't like Afrikaans music. I'm a little bit biased. Yeah, I feel like it's bad. It's not good music, but it's getting better now. These days, Afrikaans music is getting a little bit better at least. I got to sink shined and then stove top clean and then the stove top clean. I got to clean the stove top and the sink got shined. I'm trying to understand. 4 melts, but act like 6. Her energy is 6 for sure. 4! Yeah, you've mentioned. You have mentioned that. I keep forgetting for some reason. I think it's going to be a special moment, bro. I'm happy that you're taking her. It's going to be one of those core memories. I mean, it won't be the last one, I'm imagining as well. Shelly, I'm about to change the truck's oil and spark plugs. Good. I'm not upset that my mom didn't want to go see boy band concerts with me. Like, why would she? Yeah, it's true, right? Like it's like a bunch of things. There's the thing I'm thinking about, Joy, right? And this is where how I kind of, and I feel like you were there as well. Like I had to realize at one point in my life that my parents are their own people and they like doing their own things, and that their own things that they like doing isn't necessarily aligned with the things that I like doing, right? So yeah, I get it as well. It's so dope that so many people are going to see your flowers at your gig, Mel. Hopefully, maybe they'll see my flowers mapped onto other psychedelic fractals, right? So maybe they won't know what they're looking at, but they're gonna, I believe, they're gonna appreciate. Today we're making felt pumpkins, like the little stitchy thingies, stick and pokes. I don't know what you call that. Send us photos of those as well as please. Zado. For some reason, my mind is like getting melted right now. Like the amount of information flowing through me is like a little bit excessive. Excitement, some pressure, some sense of I need to prepare. I need to be prepared. Right? I cannot not prepare for this massive thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Whew, everything will be fine. And so wonderful. Did you get to do art therapy, Zano? Yeah, that's true. Actually, are you still facilitating art therapy classes, Zano? I'm wondering. That's a hard trip to come to for the little minds stuck in themselves. My kid used to think I did nothing when he wasn't around. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Luke. That's the big thing, bro. Like it's a certain level of perspective. And the weird thing is like it took me decades to reach that point of understanding, bro. Literally took me until I was like 20 before I could really click the fact that my parents were their own people and not just my parents, right? And I don't know if that's like a part of my own neurodivergence, having a hard time understanding social relations like that. But as soon as it clicked, it gave me a lot of room to realize that I might have been a little bit excessive with my expectations. I don't have memories like that of my dad melt. That's why I'm creating them. It's like I get to have the bond that I needed. Yes, healing yourself by having that relationship with your young one, dude. Absolutely. Luke, never forget dos acero. Never forget those acero. I don't know what those words mean. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Love is true. Are you the one facilitating? That's what I'm asking. I'm guessing that's what you mean. That's what you're doing. So Dobzano, I hope you're still enjoying it. I'm sure she is. Right, being able to make cool stuff, being able to see other people's takes on these creative journeys sounds like a blessing. I was like, when I was teaching English in China, we had moments where we would do creative projects, and like that part of it was my favorite always. I would also make a work of art, and just being able to do that with all of these kids was such a blessing. One of our regular members had a stroke recently, so I'm trying to make sure I have things accessible for everyone. Love is true. Thank you, Zano, for being so mindful and offering that fractal to other people. Little chores are a grounding and give a bright spark, showing that you are capable of improvement of the world, and clean a corner of your world, and cleaning a corner of your world. Little chores are grounding. Yeah. Weirdly enough, that's apparently how they recommend if you have a hard time motivating yourself, Shell. That's apparently how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to give yourself a small win, right? Like, oh, I have this massive project that I want to do, but the scope of this project that I want to do is so big that I won't get any immediate reward for actually pursuing it, right? For instance, I want to create a media company, right? That's a big ask, right? And I won't maybe get the dopamine of having created the media company immediately. But I can get the dopamine of showing up today and doing a live stream, showing up today and writing a piece of poetry, showing up today and making a psychedelic flower. And in doing so and getting these small little chores done, you basically give yourself the good job that you need in order to continue manifesting the goal that it is you're actually heading towards. I'm not sure I can remember Dos Cero. I need context to connect to it. Yeah, me too, Luke. Those words mean nothing to me. They sound familiar, but I don't know what they mean. Sounds so cute. You're a Mexican soccer fan. The US beat them a few important times, and it was always 2-0, like a little dig. Ah, dos as in two and zero, right? 2-0. Yes, I am facilitating, and I'm so incredibly happy doing it. Love is true. I'm happy to know that you're enjoying your fractal as well. New Mexico isn't in USA. Yeah, isn't not? It's not in USA. Happy to hear you're happy, Zano. It's a blessing to be rewarded in your work. Absolutely. I got invited to speak for Women's Mental Health Day at our local police college. I don't think I want to do it though. ACAB. A kabab? I don't know what that means either. You feel intimidated by it, Zano? Or you feel like you won't be able to contribute? Do you feel you don't want to do women's mental health injustice? What's stopping you? Right? Why not manifest that experience for yourself, Zana? Maybe to shift it into a all cups. No, that's not true. We can't say that, right? That's stereotyping. All cops are not bastards, right? I feel like a lot of them find themselves in a system that they have very little power over, and that can probably be pretty disheartening. But I believe at least some percentage of cops do so because they want to help, right? I believe that. Not all cops. We can't say stuff like that because it's not true, right? You can't say it, but it would be empirically not true. You should do it and give them a fucking talking to, Zano. They literally gave you an invitation. Yeah, exactly. Besides, they're not bastards yet. They don't have a badge. Yeah, they're still, pre-bastard. Need to still, go a little bit. Police need training in actually helping people instead of just shooting them. I think what you'd have to say is important to hear, Zano. Exactly. Zana be a dove, even though ACAB. My kid's friend's dad is a cop, and I had to realize he's a cool person as well. Yeah, right? Cops are also people with wives and kids, with husbands and, children of their own, with lives, right? And I can't imagine what it's like being in that profession, getting shot at, literally being in a profession where your life is at risk, the amount of on edge that you are, and then it's the moment where you snap after having been on edge for a decade that gets televised and that gets any attention kind of vibe, right? So yeah, we shouldn't hate even the cops. Melt has a completely different fractal of police being from SA. Our cops aren't his cops. Yeah, that's true. Our cops don't do anything in South Africa, Joy Beef. Where, for instance, right, and like you can again make it like a whole thing if you want to. Our cops are very corrupt in comparison, where you can get away with pretty much anything if you have enough money to. One. And if you ordered pizza or Uber Eats to your house, and at the same time you call the cops because it's a burglary or something, the Uber Eats is gonna arrive at your house before the cops do, right? Like, and that's like people have actually, tested that. It's kind of a joke. I don't know if it's still that way, but at least it used to be. Mm, cops pretending to be bastards. Yes, yes. They're pretending. Sometimes, maybe they are convinced that they are that. Like, apparently, like one of the things that ends up happening is that people that have some sort of inferiority complex or were bullied or want to seek power, through a badge, end up becoming cops. And those people are assholes even though they're not cops, right? Like I feel like that should be realized as well. It's not the being a cop that makes them a bastard. They were a bastard before they were a cop. I believe there should just be proper ways of hey, puppy, relax. There should be proper ways of testing, what kind of character you have before you are allowed a gun and a badge kind of vibe, instead of the other way around, assuming that people with guns and badges are assholes. Well, what an honor to be asked to speak at something like that, Zano. Even if you turn it down, you should be proud of yourself. Yeah, echo that love. Thank you, Shan, for saying that. Zano, that's a huge honor. Even if you don't stand up and speak, you should be proud of yourself for being recognized as someone with a very valuable things to say. You have, excuse me, you have so much to offer the world. Yes, you do. Maybe this is a springboard into another fractal of life, if that calls to you. I will go and see any live music to begin with, except shoegaze. I don't know shoegaze. But if Duckling asks me to go, I'm in. Love is true. I'm happy for you either way, Zano. This is the way. I mean, do it, Zano, for all the reasons Shannon Joe said. At the end of the day, it's going to be her decision, right? The only thing is that they just had their entire space renovated, and they're just kind of forcing our mental health place to put on groups for them. It's strange. Yeah, it's more like a corporate thing, right? Of like, yeah, it's mandatory that you mental health people, and then they go, yeah, guess we have to do this. So come and do this because we have quotas to meet or whatever. Maybe that's what's the problem. If you're here for only a moment, I love you, and I appreciate you sharing your space, your presence, your focus with me right now. Have a good day. Manifestation is real. Not real in the capacity of, oh, I'm gonna really wish hard and then things are gonna happen for me, but real in the same way that things are happening for me and for Zano right now, where Zano has been actively contributing to her community, right? Helping people with mental health problems, doing art therapy. And through this journey, more opportunities have become manifested in her life so that she can go and touch other people's lives, right? And you can do the same thing. You can manifest these changes into your life as well. Start showing up for whatever it is you love. Be passionate about it, and surely, right? If you spend the next decade, the next 5 decades doing that, you will manifest great change into your life. It is impossible not to, I believe at least. Because they also need mental health relief. Zano, probably. I'm from Los Alamos, so cops have no real crime and heavy surveillance to see any little thing out of line. They F with anyone sketchy from elsewhere. So it's like a racist thing almost, probably. Right. Oh, look, you, different person. Right. Guess we're going to. You different? You differenting right now? Are you different skin coloring right now? How dare you, bro? Stop. Even if the person, even if one person hears you, Zano, then it wasn't a waste of your time. I think you should do it. So much love. They're just forcing us to do the legwork to integrate them into our community. There's this moment in the beginning of Attack on Titan, the very first episode. Eren is confronting the guards for being drunk on duty, but they explain that drinking is good for morale for everyone. Like it helps convince the townspeople that there's so little danger and so little for them to do, they might as well laze around. It's an interesting fractal. And then those dudes get ate in that same episode. Sam. Oh man, jeez, thanks guys. We love you so much, Zano. Zano Force and Need are two sides of something. Helping them integrate, maybe good. I think so, at the very least. And I feel like who said that? Joy Vive. If only one person hears you, right? Like one person needs to hear your message and can end up changing their lives, changing the lives of other people going forward because of your message, Sana. And that is the power of manifestation, of using the spoken word to actually connect with people. Zano, I get that. I would be apprehensive to stand on stage just because they're trying to fill space. I wish you all the calm and serenity that you need to make this decision to match your heart. Yeah, I think they need to be educated better on mental health, though, Zano. More understanding is more understanding of people. And it could maybe, just maybe, treat people better or know how to better handle people with mental health issues. Exactly. Seeing someone freak out and not seeing them as a danger, but actually trying to help. Zano, if you do decide you'd like to give that talk, I'm here to help you through this actual public speaking bit. So much love. Yeah, maybe she can even write you your speech. We have a writer amongst us, after all, as Sam Myers. I can be my own person when she gets older. I want to get as much time as she will allow. I know she's going to be crazy independent, and I will need to give her more space. I'm taking love in like a camel. It's beautiful that you say that, Brother Bear. There's this Kirkskazat video about the time that we get to spend with our family. And one of the things that they articulated to me, and it made perfect sense, that really kind of struck me, is the fact that you will spend 80 to 90% of all of the time you'll ever have with your parents with them at the start of your life, right? The first 18, 20, 25 years of your life, you'll spend most of the time you'll ever have with your parents during that time. And then it's like maybe over a weekend, maybe family vacation, maybe Christmas, maybe Thanksgiving for you friends, right? Like those are small amounts of time, little fractions, right? Little slivers in comparison to all of this volume of time that you got to experience as a child. So you holding that as an understanding, in your message, I can see it. It gives me hope, Doc Dad. Melanie is super lucky to have you as a dad. Zano, I believe you have a lot to offer people who don't understand it like we do. It's wonderful. You're a cool human. Didn't those dudes get 8? Hannes lasted for the whole season, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe like Attack on Titan just like completely, scarred me, bro. Like everybody get 8. Oh, so many people got some Ethan's. It only lasted one season though. Still got 8 eventually. Oh, bro, that show is so horrible. Camel Stories, the little one, loves that awesome duck. So much happy and excited in this space today. I'm feeling it. I feel like I'm like kind of like bummed out that I cannot match the energy as much as I want to. I'm fasting again, and the lack of caffeine and now the lack of food is definitely noticed. I'm like, huh, how about that? I'm like this time is gonna be hard because I'm at the point where my body is now burning my glucose, right? Finishing my storages, and then I can switch over to ketones. So I'm biding my time. Hopefully, I switch over quicker, rather than later. So much excited, dude. I thought you meant new, as in not old, and Mexico, as in the country. My bad. And we make mistakes, so it's fine. Everybody makes mistakes. Yeah, you're good, Doug. That love is true. Yeah, exactly. I've seen so much crap with cops and people struggling. I'm gonna think harder about it. I haven't even told my partner about it. We will see. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for sharing with us, Zano, and for letting us kind of like riff back and forth, backseat drive your life a little bit. Like we're just here to give more perspective. You are amazing, Melt. Energy reads the same on this end. Thank you. Thank you for the love, dude. I'm here for it. I'm present. I'm feeling good, right? I'm not feeling bad. I'm just feeling like my mind or my body is like reserving energy, right? Like usually it feels like I'm, like full taps, like especially on caffeine, right? Like that. What's happening in my mind right now is when you like completely open the gas and the car goes "Ah, nan, 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 nan." That's usually my state of mind, right? Just going full taps, nan, 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 maximum RPMs. And right now I feel like I'm in cruise mode where I'm like 3,000 highway speeds. What's happening right now? Zano, some would say that we have an obligation to educate the world when it chooses to listen. Like to think of it as an opportunity to enlighten those who are blinded. A blessing, really. Weirdly enough, Joe, the fact that you're saying that, I wish that people would, ask me to come and do talks for them. All right. So that's like where my mind is as well. It's like I look forward to being able to, show up for these opportunities one day. So I do agree. Kristen, blessings to you. I saw your uh, pants, the photo that you sent, and I shared it with our friends as well. Just wanted to let you know again, sending you lovin's. Been multitasking, but I'm here and sending so much lovin's to you, amazing human animals. Sending that love right back to you as well, Kristen. All you gotta do is let it flow. I bet you'll get torn back in November if you choose to. Oh yes. Oh yes. Like a part of me wants to fast for the next 10 days. I want to like finish off the rest of October not eating anything. Because like a part of me, the reason I don't smoke, the reason I don't take caffeine or no nicotine, no alcohol, of course, as well, is because it allows me a deep sense of like inner understanding, right? Like noticing, paying close attention to where I am as my state of being. And unfortunately, food also adds energy, right? Sometimes positive energy, sometimes a little bit mucky energy. And not eating any food kind of like requires my body to utilize my fat storages as my energy source, meaning I'm eating myself, right? And that usually allows me an extremely clear state of mind. And the fact that I'm not smoking anything, not uh, taking caffeine, also allows me a certain level of clarity that I usually don't have access to if I'm smoking and taking caffeine. So I want to double up on the clarity, right? Especially now that I have this objective, learn these skills, kind of like embrace the fact that this fractal that I've been trying to manifest in my life is actually coming to fruition. Like I made this decision to fast before this revelation came, right? And a part of me feels like they are related, like they are associated with one another or something. Spammer back, Joy. I think I miss a few. My mom has just figured out GIFs and she's spamming me right now. Help. Spammer back, exactly. That's the best thing you can do, right? Every single time she spams you a GIF, the feeling you have in response, you go and search that word and then you spam GIFs back. That's literally how I, battle GIF spammers, is I just GIF spam harder back. Wait a second. Killed my dog. Then I moved next door to a retired. I don't know what a CHP is. California Police. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like acronyms do not work for me, Shell. Like that's just like gibberish, bro. Maybe I can crap helicopter pilot. Make helicopters out of crap and then pilot. How dare they? Then one day I needed his help. Weird world. Yeah, that's how it works usually. Like helping another person or asking for help usually kind of like lowers the barrier to entry of them liking you as well, right? You being willing to ask for help kind of endears you to people. Always appreciate the wisdom you come with, Joe. Joe is a wise person, so much so. Gotta do what it left though, absolutely. Joy V, she sent you the cat lying the piano, didn't she? Playing the piano. With picture spam, in particular, if you're feeling like being direct. Spam, being like, oh yeah? I can spam harder. Not, but a bunch of emojis featuring joy and also the Lord. Hallelujah. Maybe that's what she needed to do right now, right? She needs to spam the Lord for her own sake. Maybe you are being the vector for her to manifest this experience right now, Joy. So you're being a good person. You want to tell us about your birthday yesterday, Joy? How did it end up being? Did you do anything exciting? Did you go out? Did you have dinner with friends? How was the phone call with your mom? No, it's just like another year until we do this again. What a world. Manifestation. Manifestation, right? A part of me wonders if ego gets in the way of manifestation or if ego is the means to manifestation. That's the question I want to ask you, friends, right? Like we can like consciously evolve a little bit in today's stream. Does ego get in the way of manifesting the life you want to live, or is it the way to manifesting the life you want to live? My mind at first goes from an apprehensive perspective. Ego gets in the way because you might be so, oh, come on, Namas, come on, that the universe goes, oh yeah, no get manifest, right? And then the other part of me goes, without ego, nothing becomes manifested. At least not the things that you want manifested, right? Because want is technically a function of your ego, the part of you that seeks from this world, right? Otherwise, you won't get what you want. Ego teaches when you catch glimpses. Yeah, I've been trying to teach myself to melt my ego because every single time I melt it, it reforms. And usually, not always, but usually it reforms more wisely, right? Like it has more perspective to reform itself with. Go tell it. Go tell it on the mountains. I figured out myself. Oh, that's true. Joy, find one of those Monty Python God to send her. Monty Python God to send her. I don't know what that means. I had to work, so no, I wasn't exciting, but it was calm, and I got lots of messages and calls, which was nice. That so many friends cared to celebrate me. Yeah, there's this YouTuber that I recently discovered. Right, he's called. I forgot his name, bro. Damn it. Nope. Guess it's gone. But he did this video on why we're not supposed to celebrate our birthdays after we're kids, right? Like it's immature to celebrate our birthdays. And even though I get what he was saying in that video, I don't necessarily agree with it because even though we're not kids anymore, we still appreciate being celebrated in that way. And that is technically what it is, right? It's not necessarily like a, oh, let me throw gifts at you. It very much is a, you survived another year, right? And even though we should be celebrating each other every single day, this is now your day for you to be celebrated by us, right? And it was nice to be able to celebrate you at least in part. Hopefully, eventually, we can eat cake together. I would probably be. It would probably go right over her head, be like, "What is this? What does this mean?" It's sneaky. It needs to progress for us to learn more. Exactly, Luke. Good old ego. It is a complex thing, right? Especially since it has this sense of linearity, right? The fact that my ego thinks it's still the same thing, even though I know I have been multiple different people just in the last 10 years alone. I'm going out on Sunday with one of my girlfriends to celebrate. Bless. That sounds so nice, actually. I hope it's a good one. Snee, good morning, good people. Maulao. Hoopy. It's nice having you here, dear friend. Sending you blessings. That's a good birthday, Joy. I'm glad you felt loved and seen, even though you had to work. So much love to you. The brownies I made for your birthday tasted great, by the way. I've stopped keeping track of the number, but like the day, to let my parents know I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing that's kind of like weird of having parents as well or family, Luke, is that they can become very attached to the egos that you've been, right? And even though you are growing, they might be unwilling to see that growth and who you are becoming, right? And that I believe is like a big vector for anger and resentment in family situations. Like letting your grasp on someone else's ego melt as well. You know, not only letting your ego melt, but the grasp, the belief system you have of another person's ego melt. And like as I'm saying these words, I'm like, I can feel a part of myself, the higher part of myself, being like, "Are you listening to what you're saying right now? Are you? You should be paying attention. You're speaking something wise." And then I'm like, "Wait a second. What do you mean? I'm so wise. What do you mean? I'm perfect. Am I not?" And then it goes, "No, bruh. No. In fact, you're not. You've been believing that your dad hasn't changed his whole life." And I go, "Damn, that's true. I guess that is true. I have been believing that. So I'm getting schooled right now. Thank you, universe. Thank you, ego. For schooling me too. Oh, it tastes great. Try to forget the number at least. I've been feeling younger and healthier as I've become aware of my body and listen to it. That's the best way to, bro. I'm off to work, so to make a bunch of pumpkins, also wallpaper ghosts and spider webs. Let's go. Spooky season. Bless to you, Zano. Have a good time. Art therapizing people. Go and be your loving self. My mom said she was going out to lunch to celebrate me yesterday. She told me my origin story again about how I was born with a full head of hair and was so pretty that the nurses passed me around and she had to ask for me back. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, Joy. You are that beautiful. That is very sweet. That is so sweet. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that fractal, right? Like you just sharing that origin story. I can see it. It's beautiful. Let's pull a card, shall we? Let's see what sacred geometry has to say today. Manifestation. I hope we pull card 47. I think it's card 47, bro. If I pull the manifestation card right now, I'm gonna lose my mind a little bit. I'm gonna be like, oh. Let me shuffle it a little bit. Skibidi bobbidi. Just heard something. 22, you think, Molo? Let's see, dude. Card time. I haven't shuffled my deck in a while, so I feel like it's appropriate to. They are splitting though. I like laminated all of them, and now the lamination film is opening up, and it makes my cards catch. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. But it is what it is. There we go. I think this is enough. It's a bonus manifestation. There we go. Joe. I'm missing 4. 44 or 11. Let's see. Zwam namniramba. Zwam beum mumblumblum. Zirumbarawe. This one. This one right here. Ground sparkles here. Nothing gold can stay. It's 78% for me on this device and 30% on that one. Just close my own stream for a second there. 20%, 13. Let's see. No rock, no manifestation card, but I love this one as well. I think this might also be one of my favorites, especially since we talked about manifestation. I feel like, in a weird way, by showing up in this space in the way that we do, this is what we are manifesting. The Emissaries of Love card. There is us as a bunch of beautiful children sitting together in the middle of a heart. There's dolphins flying into the sky, hearts with wings on them. Dolphins in the ocean as well. Emissaries of Love. My phone is on 37%, of course it is. Joe Schmo. Why am I not surprised? The synchronies. Oh, it's not Joe Schmo, it's Joe Van, even better. Emissary of love that you are. I want a lady to appear in my room. I'll call that womanfestation. I mean, you know, like this is taking me in a weird place. I don't know if I want to share this. You know what? I'm just not going to. That wouldn't be very emissary of love of me. This is definitely an awesome card to be pulled today. Absolutely. Be careful what you wish for in Sparkle. There we go. Yeah, that's a better thing to say, actually, Joy. The emissaries of love. I believe we, as a community, are emissaries of love. Card number 37. New children. We were talking about children today as well, actually. New children. I did pull it reversed, so I'll read them one first. Your abilities or that of your children are misunderstood. Remember to be sensitive to the emotional comfort and security of all beings, especially the children born in this time of planetary transformation. Hot damn. Sensitive new children with uncommon abilities are entering the world. They are being called various things: psychic children, crystal children, and millennium children, to name just a few terms in use. There are distinctions among them, yet it is apparent that they all are intuitive, creative, deeply aware, spiritually awakened, multisensory human beings who carry with them a message of universal love. Their unique capabilities, the connection they have voiced with dolphins and whales, and their ability to use planetary energy grids to communicate with each other infuse this card. I believe the internet is a planetary energy grid. We are using it to communicate with one another right now. You are invited to look to the future with optimism and hope. You are invited to look to the future with optimism and hope. It is heartening to know that children are being born who embody the vibrations of peace, integrity, and genuine love. How may you better support the messages that they offer? How may you follow their example and become yourself an emissary of love? By shifting your attention from fear to love in each moment, you too will become a part of the evolution of consciousness that these children personify. You have the ability to contribute to a future of love for yourself and all beings. See and feel it as already here. Here we are. We did it. Right? Think about that. Think about that. We literally are here right now. It already is. Now it's just going to continue indefinitely, become more and more powerful in its manifestation ability. What's happening to stream right now? Has everyone lost their mind? Nothing makes sense. Baby shark, the pew pew. I'll share your story. Yeah, it seems we're emissary of loving right now, right? The neurodivergence is coming out to play. I'm lurking here while in CS span and right with emissaries of love was said. Hakeem Jefferson was nominated again for the speaker position. Felt like a moment I wanted to share with y'all. I don't know what those words mean, Sam, but I appreciate you sharing it with us. My kiddos see stars long before I can. I found it interesting. I've been reading his mind recently. When he can't find the word, I see the image and say it. That's so blessed, brah. Telekinesis is real. Manifestation is real. This card making your eyes like. Has everyone lost their mind? Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense, Joy. Nothing has to make sense. We are the bearers of light, my friend. All you have to know is love is true, Joy. Maybe it doesn't make sense, but that doesn't make it any less true. All right? Keep reminding yourself over and over. Love is true. 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 Love is woo. Love is true. Love is woo. So true. All we have to do is tend the flame and pass it along, and those who cannot see, to those who cannot see in the dark. Love is true. Dixie will not stop barking at me, and for the life of me, I can't figure out why. Kind of weirding me out. She's feeling the energies. The shift is happening. We are more consciously evolving. I see A being. Oh, actually, I'm seeing one of my old works of art. I don't have it on this device, but it's this entity that's like pointing his limbs up into the air and receiving this cosmic energy and like acting as a channel for the cosmic energy to flow through him. And then it like comes from above as like very crystallized, very like geometric, and then it goes out of him as like flowing kind of like organic shapes. So yeah, receive. Receive the love that is true. 3 minutes and 47 seconds starting now. Be the light for those who need it when you see the chance. This is the way. She's channeling like a motherfucker. Yo, yo. Wow, 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 wow. Dixie, relax, little dogger. Relax yourself. The power of love, a force from above. A force from every single direction at all times, bro. There is no escape. The power of love is omnipresent. That's the perspective I'll give you, friends. Let's play. Skibopped. And just like that, Our stream is done for today. We did it, dear friends. We showed up to be emissaries of love. The power of love, a force from above. Melty, you're really advancing your kalimba skills of these past few months, brother. It's really nice to watch and listen while you compose. Thank you for everything that you do, Melty. It has been an honor. Brother Joshua, I just have you know that your persistence and consistency and willingness to honor me the way that you do in every single one of these streams, almost without fail, it means so much to me. I appreciate you for being willing to join me and for echoing the love that you do towards me. Love is true. 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 Love is 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 true. True. Love is true. I'm trying to get good at single-mindedly focusing on that Dega symbol in my mind's eye. But every single time I do that, it instantly melts into different things, and then I have to try and bring it back to just that simple symbol. Apparently, if you can do that, if you can keep one symbol in your mind for 3 minutes straight, you can figure out, teach yourself how to see without your eyes. I don't know, I want to learn how to do that. Slowly but surely. Love is true. You is true. No, you. No, no, you are true. There's our Shen message now. Let's read it together. Sending all of you friends the blessings. Shovan with the love is true emoji and the Shan message emoji. So much blessings. Have the mostest beautifulest day, everyone. I for show, for show. Love you all so very duper super, mega hugely mammothly monstrously oceanically considerably, colossally, dearly, beloved, exceptionally, excellently, eye-catchingly, enchantingly, melt more. And all of you, oh so, very, amazingly, breathtakingly, staggeringly, fundamentally, phenomenally, fabulously, fantastically, enthusiastically, gorgeously, brilliantly luminous, magically magical, deeply cherished divine friends that know that manifestation is real. Hot diggity damn. As we love you, dear Shan. Manifesting some lovin's into your ears right now. You all are such a blessing in my life. Thank you for being here, lurking or talking. Your energy is so appreciated. As are yours, dear Kristen. Love is true. I think blind people would love to do that too. Am I spacing out right now? Love to the blind people as well. I hope for a world where we can develop the tech to allow you to see again. Right, from an ego perspective, I am so egotistical that I want to give people their sight back so they can witness my flowers. Like somebody sees for the first time, and I go, "Look at my flowers! Look at it! We're like, bro, please, so please, let me see my wife and kids. No, no flowers. So you see flowers. Learn to see with your eyes closed. Oh, yes, yes. Apparently, it's possible. I don't know if it is, Joy B. Apparently, it's like some sort of yogic superpower you can develop. I'm gonna keep trying. Learn to see the eye closed. Filled up my tank. My happy juice meter is on. Yeah, go and share that happy juice with the world, with the animals, with the plants, and with other people. And if you don't have any of those to share your love with, share it with yourself. You deserve it too, just as much as anything else. Love is true, dear friends. Thank you for joining me. Learning to speak without opening your mouth is a real trick. I'm gonna start crying. Stop it. It isn't. It isn't. You are insane. Maybe. You just heard me say things without me using my mouth. So checkmate. We're both insane. Joy. Love you all so much. Thank you for joining me. I love you too, dear friend, dear friends, all of you. The only way to see with your eyes closed is to dream. Is that the only way, though? Is that right? If you can see with your eyes closed in dreams, who says you can't see with your eyes closed in different capacities? I'm not saying it is so. I'm saying I'm open to the possibility, right? And so it be. Love is true. I'll see you friends again soon.